Yeah, this year is Operation No Mercy.
It's been an exciting moment from beginning to the end.
Hello there. It's been a minute. This is your girl Shejackiesays, and you're all welcome back to the SJS vlog, where we talk about fashion, lifestyle, and entertainment.
FJ.
So today,
what's cooking, what's poppin', SJS Nation, SJS fam. I know this vlog was supposed to be a very full vlog because last year what I remember was I documented my journey on my way to Kumasi for the National Science and Maths Quiz 2023. I gave you guys a during vlog, and I'm pretty sure I did a Q&A right after NSMQ. But this is literally a failed vlog. That was what happened. I started documenting my journey from Accra through to Cape Coast. This is Monkey Sim. Anyone who has traveled on the stretch should probably know this area. But then I did, and I got to Cape Coast finally, and I couldn't continue the video because your girl was swamped with work. At least I wanted to give you guys something to show that I actually started like vlogging, but then I couldn't continue. With that being said, let's just head into the actual video of why I was so much engrossed in work that I couldn't update y'all on my YouTube channel.
What's cooking? What's poppin'? SJS Nation, SJS fam. It's your girl Shejackiesays, and I am back. I mean, it's been a minute that I did this kind of content. It has been a minute. Not a minute, oh, it has been a long time. But guys, I'm back. I've actually still been lurking right here on YouTube, and I know it's that time of the year. The last time I sat down to do this kind of content was last year, 2023. In 2024, and I'm here to document and share with you my journey for the National Science and Maths Quiz in Ghana. But for my diasporan viewers, if you don't know what National Science and Maths Quiz means, it's a huge thing in Ghana. It's a competition for high schoolers. I mean, I don't know, it just explains itself, the National Science and Maths Quiz. So yeah, let me talk about my journey 2024. It has been intense. I've grown, guys. I have grown. Not big, but I've grown. So it all started like prior to we were in Cape on 11th October. So let me say a week before that, I was officially in the known that I'll be taking coverage of the 2024 National Science and Maths Quiz for Joy News. So let me just take you guys to the genesis. Let me in its entirety, let me talk about 2024 NSMQ. I mean, it was a great journey for me so far. I decided to do a vlog on my way to Cape, and the vlog flopped. When I got there, I had been so busy. At a point, I decided to take some videos, and on my way back, try to put them together for you all. I don't know what I was trying to do. I was trying to put everything together, but it wasn't working. That's what happens when they put you in charge to do things, and now you are no longer a follower, but then you have to step up and lead. That was what happened to me. So last year, I wasn't the lead. My colleague, Bride Kweku, was the lead. So I had a bit of I had small time to do certain things, but this year it wasn't working for me. So it had been stressful. It has actually been stressful from beginning to the end, but it was a good stress, I must say. It's not a stress that I dreaded. I enjoyed every moment. Let me start from preliminary stages. Preliminary stages, it was a lot because a lot of schools, and it was difficult trying to remember some of the schools, their names. So before I go on, I was like, your school is this. And, you know, trying to get their background details to help in my analysis and all that I needed to say was like a daunting task. But then my guys came through for me. Still shout out to Nana Boachi and Bride Kweku. If you don't know them, they're colleagues from Kumasi, and I mean, they've been solid. So I had to just go online and search for all these things, try to be abreast. And it was a good moment for me though. And I think moving forward, it kept me informed on the things that I need to say on TV. I had to be doing a lot of reading. This year was the year that Primetime had the largest number of students, largest number of participating schools, 157 schools. Yeah, guys, 157 schools. It was actually serious though. So I kept on battling with myself. How am I going to do that? Because previous years we had 3 people doing, and this year I was working with another colleague. And that time that I started, she wasn't in, and she was also very new to this. So it means like I literally had to step up, and also teach her certain stuff, which was like very crazy. But I mean, preliminary stages. Then we moved to 1/8. Other schools left. Then 1/8 was when all the seeded schools came in. I wanted to do this for work, but let me do this personally. Most people have been asking me when we talk about seeded, what does seeded mean? So the schools that make it to the quarterfinal stage. So last year, the schools that made it to the quarterfinal stage, they automatically become seeded. Next year, they don't have to go through the whole regional qualifiers. They don't have to do preliminaries. They do regional championship, then they don't do preliminaries. They start at the 1A stage. You know, the NSMQ is preliminary stages, 1/8, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and obviously finale. Usually for the quarterfinals, 29 schools, semi-finals, 9 schools, and finale, 3 schools. Look at me talking about the schools like I have them. Yeah, that's what happens when you learn on the field. You have to up your game and learn on the field. So that's what happened to me. I mean, this year has actually been a game changer. I was talking and breathing NSMQ at a point. I lost touch with most of you all. I wasn't doing anything personal on my social media handles and all that. It was crazy, but in the end, it was worth it. I saw all the comments on social media. Obviously, I'm not going to be in everyone's good books, but then it was great. But let's move. We move from prelims to 1/8, then quarterfinals. And I mean, my favorite aspect was the semi-final stage. If you ask me, I got a bit of questions, people asking me to choose which school am I supporting. Trust me, when I am actually on the field, I'm just trying to answer most questions that people are asking me on social media in this video. When I'm on the field, I don't have a favorite. Like, I don't have a favorite. Yeah, so I'm an old girl of Yasantoa. My school hasn't made it to the finale in forever. We haven't, ever. I know when my girls decide to put up, they will definitely put up a good performance. But then aside from my school, which school do I support? I think I just go with the flow. You know, during the finals, the prior to the finale, I had the opportunity to sit with the 3 schools in the finale. That's Keta SHTS, Infanta Pim School, and St. Augustine's College. I got to love all the contestants because they all came from different angles. Let me talk about Keta. I loved Perpetual, having conversations with her. This girl is the real definition of confidence. That was what the vibe that I was getting, like confidence, smart, intelligent, and all that. The other guys, they are interesting to talk to, the other guys in Keta school. Then I moved to St. Augustine's. Then I meet someone I share a surname with, Yeboah. He's interesting. Very interesting. Then I meet these two all these students that I met, I feel they have something peculiar about them. No, they're all not the same. Then the winning school, Infanta Pim School, I met Peter. Peter is very smart, very chatty. Not very chatty necessarily, but then he knows how to communicate, like a conversation with you. Then there's Isaac, the calmest, shyest person. I mean, talking to him, I always use this word that he's a man of few words. Dude is brilliant, but he doesn't talk much. Then there's David, who looks exactly like my kid brother. And I'm like, no, this guy looks like he's considering the fact that he's also smart. All these kids are smart. And even for those who were even in the preliminary stages and 1A stage and all that they left in the competition in the early stages, I feel that all these people are equally smart, because for you to sit in front of a camera, see, for those of us who sit in front of camera and talking, it's not easy. So imagine, it's really not easy. But yeah, my favorite moments, I got a question too from someone. Let me just get my phone and read some of the questions. So this one was also saying that what were some of the moments that I'm not getting this way. What are some of the heated moments for you? Okay, so I would say every time there was a tiebreaker, I've forgotten the school. There was this school during the 1A stage where it took 5 ties for them to, like, 5 questions. It was a tie when they were done with the contest. So it took like 4 questions for them to break a tie. And at that moment, it's like your pressure is rising. Even though I don't support any of the schools, so I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, it kept rising. Then when we moved to the quarterfinal stages, Prof. LC, if I will say that the sudden death questions, like whoever answers that question moves. And I feel it's so not fair, but one person has to win. Especially, you know, in NSMQ Journey, throughout when there was a tie with Prempeh, the same thing with Presec Legon. And that moment was, I feel it was a tough one on Presec Legon, considering the fact that they were reigning champions and voila. Yeah, because it was also a tie. So yeah, those moments, I dreaded the tie because the tie moment kept on, my pressure kept on going up and up and up and up. Fun moment was when I got the students would brag about their schools, and I'm like, yo. And one thing I love about these high school students is the fact that they know how to speak. Yes, they know how to. Sometimes the way they'll quote philosophers and Bible quotes and all that, I'm like, okay. So all those moments were fun moments for me. Just that I dreaded the moments that when the school, especially for the Cape schools, they were a lot and they all throng over me. And sometimes I'm on live and I'm unable to like control them. Like, oh guys, calm down.
But guys, wait. Relax. Now, we all witnessed the contest with Sense Augustins leading. At the point, how were you guys feeling?
Man, before we got here today, we knew we were going to win the contest. Exactly. It was rather unfortunate they led us at round 2. Yes. Now, last year, one of our contestants...
Even in round 3, problem of the...
Yes.
And round 4.
Yes. You know something? Last year, one of our contestants, Christian, he said you are a star. But most people didn't understand it. And then we didn't show them today that we are the stars. Yes. Now, I'll end by saying, you don't cast, you don't stars. Now everybody goes to breakfast.
Those are one of the fun moments where I dreaded them when they were all together. I mean, those moments were some moments that I dreaded, but then the show had to go on. Anytime they come closer to me, it always felt like that. But in all, yeah, those were fun moments for me. And obviously the stuff I dread is when we are done with the day's activities, like being on live and all that, then I have to so usually when we close, we have to I have to work on the next bulletin. So that's 6 a.m. So what I dreaded was usually after we are done with the contest, and I'll go and work on my stories for the following morning. Usually I'm very tired and I can't even voice my stories in the evening. So I just take a quick nap. I wake up like 3:30, 4 a.m. just to work on my stories. I dreaded that because everybody, technical team, streaming, camera, directors, everybody's asleep. Then here is the reporter trying to work on stories for the 6 a.m. news and other bulletins. And that is where I wouldn't call it stress, that's where the multitasking and the essence of pure journalism comes in. And sometimes you just wish you were just a commentator, like you just talk. So yeah, I mean, my 2024 journey in the National Science and Maths quiz is growth for me. I was just telling myself this morning that you've learned a lot this year. Consider the fact that you were on your own. You asked for help. I'm someone I hardly ask for help, but this is the year I have actually asked for help from my colleagues because, come on, this year was a lot. It was a lot for us, and I had to be seeking help from them, guidelines. I call them in the evening and I'm stranded. Guys, I don't know what to do. What should I do for 6 a.m.? That was what was happening to me. But then it is the year that I learned a lot. Patience. My patience level was, I think it was okay. Just that I felt sometimes I become overwhelmed with work. It's something that personally I think I need to work on, where I become so overwhelmed with work, and it sort of affects people around, because then this needs to be done. Because then if it's not done, the pressure comes on me. And when the pressure comes on me, then I put pressure on other people. And I'm unable to handle that pressure, and it escalates and it turns into something else. So yes, all those things happened this year. And yeah, I'm guessing NSMQ is actually not my stay in Cape Coast. Unfortunately, I was not able to visit any location because guess what? I couldn't sleep. The day that I was supposed to go with the team to, I think was it Elmina or something like Akum, I don't know. I had to sleep because I needed my sleep. I needed my sleep, guys. I needed my sleep. No, the matter. Yeah, I spoke fancy right there. Or the matter. Yeah, so I couldn't really explore Cape Coast, but atmosphere wise, it was great. Network poor and bad. Like my candid opinion, network was poor and bad. Yeah, apart from that, is a cool place. Just that I felt I missed home so much, and usually work takes you to different places. And I told my colleagues that this is the first time. This is the first time that I've traveled and I'm missing home. It hardly happens to me. So you guys will understand that I just wanted to come back home. One moment I also wanted to talk about was when I never knew, when we started, I thought Cape Coast people, they didn't like NSMQ, but it's a general something where the best is always reserved for the last. So people would wait for like most of the schools the numbers to decrease. This year was when we were doing 4 contests because the numbers was a lot. This year, last year we never did that. It was only like 3 contests in a day. There were some days that we did 4 contests, and because we're 2, not 3, I had to be doing 2 extra, 2 locations instead of the usual one. So sometimes I just pick the contest. I'm like, okay, this contest is likely to be heated. Looking at that, then you go there and all that. But then apart from that, I remember when we got to the contest and I nearly cried at a point, guys. Yes, I nearly cried at a point. Was when the place was overfilled and I was supposed to go and do my live upstairs. And all the entrances, it had 2 entrances. The other entrance on the left side was blocked. Students from St. Augustine's College wanted to enter. So by that, no one from inside could step outside. They all wanted to rush inside. Then the other entrance was locked, the same thing. And my time was running out and I needed to get upstairs and I nearly cried. In fact, I started talking and I know anybody that I felt like I talked in a way that a person didn't like. I'm sorry, but the pressure on me sometimes just made me feel overwhelmed. Is it that you just suck it in and work, or you just let it all out? That's how it works. But then, if you ask me, 2024 National Science and Maths Quiz, the coverage for me has been great, and I just want to thank everybody who believed in me and who supported me, who watched the NSMQ, enjoyed the coverage with my colleagues and I. And NSMQ is, I got to love NSMQ from last year, even the previous years. I watched, but being part of the team made me appreciate it more. There's a lot of work that goes into production wise. So when people see it on social media, oh, you haven't streamed it, you haven't done that, you haven't done that, it's something like, I wish you all knew what actually goes into the production of these kind of stuff. So basically, yes, that is my journey so far. And coming back to Accra was also a smooth ride. And we're back to continue. So this is Jacqueline and Smayabwa reported for joining. In fact, I'm not reporting for joining, but now, not now. Then yes, for those of you who have been asking who I am, yes, this is moi. Me now that. And I hope you just enjoyed my overview of the 2024 National Science and Maths Quiz and just try to answer a couple of questions I got from you all on social media. And I hope to do this with you all sometime soon. But just not part of the NSMQ, but just a quick introduction to what you all need to expect on my channel coming up in the after elections, because now elections is coming closer. So when you put any content out there, it's sort of like just sinks into the whole conversation going around. But then there's the content which will be coming out, and I'm hoping to put out the teaser right after elections, Ghana's elections, which is on 7th December, so that we'll soak it in. And I promise, I've been working behind the scenes. I have been working behind the scenes. I haven't been lazying around. I've been working to put content out there for you all. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this video. If you have other questions or other videos that you want me to put out, or other stuff you'd want to see on my channel, feel free. It's your girl Shejackiesays, your hostess with the mostest. Peace, and I am out.
Strength of a woman, Shejackiesays. With the power of a woman, Shejackiesays. Everywhere she goes, every day, Shejackiesays. With the strength of a woman, Shejackiesays.